Alright, here we are, back. Game 2. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm, like, excited. Not holding my stomach the whole time. Just able to cast. Team Empire, Enchantress, Earth Spirit here. E team. This is a team brought to you by E. Not that E. The letter E. Relax, guys. Enchantress, Earth Spirit. So, offlane and, a 4-5 split. Earth Spirit usually paired up with somebody who's also a, 5-position support, just because of the sheer fact that he can roam quite well. And I feel like the Earth Spirit does get a little bit more of the bulk of the farm. And then for the side of effect, Bane, Death Prophet. So Death Prophet mid, which will be interesting because you see a lot of Earth Spirits do work on Death Prophets. I feel like they're able to come in, Rolling Boulder, Boulder Smash, and possibly, of course, that level 3, that Geomagnetic Grip to work with. It does seem as though that Earth Spirit is always able to do quite a good job on to the side of a Death Prophet team. So we'll see how that works out, how that goes. Bans are as follows. Team Empire, Witch Doctor, Tusk, Tiny, Omni Knight, and Brew. And then for the side of effect, Shadow Shaman, Sand King, Clockwork Lycan, and Ancient Apparition. So I do like the Enchantress Earth Spirit, but at least recently, and, obviously anybody is free to correct me if I'm wrong, but Enchantress, as of late, has just seemed so weak in the offlane, and I think people are starting to realize how weak she is early, especially when you have magic damage to work with, or maybe even, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Gyrocopter come out here for effect. Gyrocopter is one of those heroes that is, works well against an Enchantress, has Rocket Barrage, Flat Cannon, so you don't have to aim through the Untouchable, and then the Homing Missile just to throw out at an Enchantress. Enchantress against somebody like a Gyrocopter is quite a good matchup, which could be not for the Enchantress. Right now they've got Bane Sardar, so they set up, again, something similar to last game that Team Empire had in Shadow Shaman and Sardar. They had not Shadow Shaman, Shadow Demon and Sardar. They had the disruption into the Slithering Crush, but this time, for effect, they have the Nightmare into the Slithering Crush. And on top of that, they have Death Prophet too, so I wouldn't be surprised if early these two supports are heading over mid quite a bit. You have the Spirit Siphon with Nightmare and Slithering Crush. That early is a lot to deal with, and Team Empire are going to have to pick a very strong mid. And, I mean, this aggression could come out really anywhere, because the setup is already out for effect. So if you've got a strong safe laner, someone who may not have a stun, but who is very strong and needs a lot of time to come online, let's say a Juggernaut, you get the Nightmare, the Slithering Crush to follow it up, Blade Fury on top of that, you try to get these kills, and I wouldn't be surprised to see effect go with somebody like a Juggernaut. Somebody who's strong, somebody who, can get a Battle Fury, push out these waves, and get a lot of farm and be quite effective against the side of Team Empire. Especially, as well, is effective against the Disruptor because Blade Fury stops the glimpse. Phantom Lancer picked up here by Empire. Medusa still available. And Medusa against Phantom Lancer, usually the Medusa does win. Despite the Diffusal Blade that'll get picked up by Phantom Lancer. And they could put it in the safe lane. That's that's another hero that doesn't necessarily have a stun, but does have a lot of damage to work with Nightmare, Slithering Crush. As for offlaners, possibly for effect, no Omni Knight, no Brew, no Clockwork, but he's normally in a 4 spot. So Bat Rider's still available, Underlord, Tidehunter, pretty simple. They're all available. Who do I think would help the most? Maybe the Bat Rider, and they do go the Jug. See exactly what I said it would be. I think I might be getting better at this. Can actually kind of predict some things. Maybe not. It may not be coming out for the reasons I say, but in my head, I kind of see why they would pick something like that, and that's usually how my bases starts off with, because I see it in my head, a lineup like that.
5 seconds remaining.
Who knows? Maybe I'll be on a panel and I'll be able to guess all the heroes right. I'll have to see. Empire low on reserve time. Sloppy game 1. Also, I've been told that Yoki is not Yoki, it's Yoku, which is fine. Pronounced like Goku. I think that was help from Twitter. Who said that? I want to thank them. Shout out, you know? Always nice. It was at Dota Sar. At the Dota Czar. Pronounced Yoku, not Goku. Thank you. Appreciate that. And if you're watching, let me know in chat. Take your advice. And then I'll be told it is Yoku, or Yoki, not Yoku. Always seems to happen when I get name corrected. I don't know why. But Tidehunter banned out. So offlaner needed for effect. For the side of Empire, they need a mid laner. They could go Phantom Lancer in the mid lane. Not too uncommon. And then pick up a safe laner. We'll see what effect do you think that Empire are going to go with that nice flip side tactics. Little icon going out for them. They've been the DK thinking that Phantom Lancer is in the safe lane. So Phantom Lancer are going to be up against whatever offlaner they pick. So they need someone who's able to withstand the Spirit Lance, possibly Kinetic Field, as well as the Earth Spirit coming over. Something tanky, and Tidehunter was really the choice in my opinion. But that might put them over into Underlord or Abaddon. But I do think they need probably another stun with their offlaner. Underlord does have the Pit of Malice. That's a little bit of lockdown they can grab from that. So that's always nice. In terms of offlaners that can get stuns, that could probably get out of harm's way from Phantom Lancer. Maybe not that well. Batrider's there, Blink Lasso. That's always a good combination with the Death Prophet and the Jug. So I'm going to go with Underlord or Batrider next to finish off this draft for effect. I don't think they're going to pick the Abaddon just because I do think they need a little bit more lockdown. There it is. Underlord picked up. Damn. Damn. Feels great. It feels good kind of being able to predict a draft. For Empire, they need a mid. They don't exactly have a lot of lockdown. They need something with a stun, at least in my opinion, unless they really want to frontline with the Phantom Lancer and then go with like a sniper. But I feel like you need a stun. DK would have been the choice, but he's banned out, and they go to Razor instead. Okay. So they want to sap the damage. They want the slows with FN. I think, well, I have to see where this is a Phantom Lancer as well as the Razor. Could be Phantom Lancer mid-silent with the Razor over top. He was on the tiny over in the safe lane last time, so. But then you've got Ghost Stick on the offlane. Enchantress, for his well-being, I hope he has a better time in the offlane this time around. But I feel like it's going to be a little bit hard with Blade Fury. You know, you don't have to really worry about untouchable with the Blade Fury, as well as the fact that we usually see Enchantresses go to the Nature's Attendance level 1, and once you use that, it's such a long cooldown that you're not really able to stick into the lane. So if they're able to harass out this offlane Ghost Stick Enchantress, could see it become a problem for the side of Empire.
Prepare for battle.
So they are going to send this Phantom Lancer over mid with Razor in the safe lane. That's up against an Underlord. Underlord is pretty susceptible early to going down, but level 2, level 3, it's going to be a little bit harder. I think Underlord does decently in this lane. Not anything amazing. Maybe he just gets a couple of levels and backs off. But Afterlife is going to be on this Underlord for the side of effect. Kuman here on the Juggernaut. Mid is going to be Afo Ninja with the Death Prophet. King R with the Slardar, as well as Bane being played by Maiden for the other side. For the side of Empire, Silent on the Razor, FN with the Phantom Lancer, Ghost Stick here with the Enchantress, Yoku with the Earth Spirit, and Maposhka on the Disruptor. And it looks as though it's 4 heroes coming over bottom. Again, they do have the lockdown to work with, and I don't think that the side of Empire is going to want to come over on this. They land a Nightmare. Maybe they get the Firestorm on top of that. Afo Ninja with the Spirit Siphon. That could be trouble. But for right now, it's 2 for seemingly 2. And it's 2 bounty runes going the way of Afo Ninja on this Death Prophet, going 2-0 Talismans first. Over bottom, Afterlife. Locked into the kinetic field, but again, probably no real danger of going down. We take a look at the Enchantress. Blade Fury already used. Let's see, it is Nature's Attendance from Ghostic. And you take a look, it's 45-second cooldown. It just... I don't know how great that's going to be. You have Maiden coming over. No Enfeebled taken just yet. Probably going to go to the Brain Sap first. You just want that early damage, especially on Ghostic, continuing to get chased down by the Slithering Crush, getting chased beyond this tier 2. Almost looking for that first blood. And they push back the Enchantress already. This opens up the lane for Kumin. You're getting basically what usually happens in an Enchantress lane, especially with the fact that teams have found out that how weak Enchantress is early. It usually opens up in the safe lane. Very much so for the side of whoever is up against that Enchantress. So, Kumin already level 2. Enchantress now needing the help of the Earth Spirit Yoku. And you're just able to throw these Slithering Crushes out as well as the Brain Sap. There's not really much you can do and answer that. Especially Ghostic, who's forced to run away, not able to stay in experience range. 15 seconds till the Nature's Attendance is on. And Kumin getting that quick level 3 possibilities. Meanwhile, Afterlife over in the off lane, getting very low. Just dealing with Miposhka for right now. He's only level 1, and he only took Firestorm to start off this game. Over mid, let's take a look. Afo Ninja against FN. Pretty even for the time being. Afo Ninja down a couple of CS. So, for right now, Enchantress still level 1, just has Nature's Attendance. I mean, it's a hard lane for this Enchantress to stay, and Ghostic's gonna have a rough time again. And you're finally forced to throw Yoku up here, but I don't even know if that's the right move. Slithering Crush comes out. You have Nightmare to work with. Yoku might even just be first blood. Wait a moment. There's the Nightmare setting up the Slithering Crush again, and it lands first blood for the side of effect. It's just that easy. So, it's first blood for effect in a lane that they're supposed to be dominating in. Where Ghostic finally hits level 2, finally has Enchant, but no Untouchable, knowing that that's probably really worthless on Ghostic early. It's usually a 1-1-1 in a lane that is going a little bit difficult. Afo Ninja going down over mid, FN forced to use out that salve. So that's a close lane between the Phantom Lancer as well as the Death Prophet. They've got this lane pushed under the tier 1. Kumin just looking to farm up as much as he can, and he's already about to hit level 4. Compare that to the safe laner over bottom. Silent actually doing a little bit of a better job, but he's here by himself. So he's getting, free farm, free experience. Nobody's splitting it with him, while effect have 3 heroes over top. So let's see if they start to head over mid. I wouldn't be surprised. You send them in there with the Swordar. It should kind of open up the lane a little bit for the Death Prophet. I think there's a little bit in FN that might make him susceptible early to a gank or two, especially with the Nightmare coming through. But over top, let's take a look. Kinetic Field, rolling Boulder out on a Maiden. The body blocks are there, so Yoku can grab the Bounty Rune. But here comes King R around the corner, Slithering Crush onto this Earth Spirit. And now they're going to have the body blocks to work with. But the damage is high from Miposhka as well as Yoku. There is the Kinetic Field. Miposhka getting run down by this Blade Fury. Kumin, Slithering Crush to stop that TP, and there's another kill for the side of effect. They take this look over mid once again. The Spirit Siphon comes out, but Afro Ninja getting run down by FN as well as Yoku. I don't know if the Spirit Siphon's going to be enough. The Doppelganger comes through. The Spirit Siphon's been broken, trying to use that Ironwood Branch to make some space, and has, and finds the salve and is able to heal up, gets away from this Phantom Lancer. FN, who doesn't have enough mana, or doesn't have enough mana right now, at least for the Spirit Lance. Doppelganger on cooldown. So he's able to just TP away. That opens up the lane again for this Death Prophet. Afterlife able to get himself level 4, 2 in the Firestorm, 2 in the Atrophy Aura, compared to the Silent now level 6. So Razor is level 6, but Jug only level 4. He's got himself a kill under his belt, and last hits he's 10 behind, considering the fact that he's had quite the open lane. And Enchantress has actually somehow found her way ahead of this Juggernaut. So Kumin, somehow his farm, that his lane that has been oh so open, has now slowed down on him. To the point that Enchantress is now level 5 and Juggernaut level 4. I mean, again, it is solo farm, but Pain and Slardar have left this lane. They're not really in experience range. Now they're just going to steal that Siege Creep. This could be bad for Maiden. And they've got the Centaur looking for that stomp, but the Nightmare keeps him alive. Kumin coming through. Slither Crush in just a moment. The Nightmare on Maposhka. They might just look for the kill onto the Disruptor, and that's exactly what they're going to get with the Slither Crush, with the Blade Fury. There's a kill. Ghost Stick still trying to go in onto Maiden, but he's got that Brain Sap to keep him alive. The Thunder Strike comes out, and he'll finally fall 3-2 in favor of Empire, who do lead by 1,000 net worth. So despite being down a kill, they're up 1,000 net worth. Trade 1 for 1, 5 gold difference, a win for effect. Silent just continuing to outfarm this Juggernaut. They actually do head over top and get the kill on Kumin. And that was just Ghostic getting away with Impetus. Level 6, very quick, and Juggernaut goes down early. So I think the Enchantress, who was shut down for the first 4 minutes of this game, all of a sudden is level 6, outpacing the Juggernaut, outfarming the Juggernaut at this point. I mean, look at this damage. 2 Impetus shots, and Kumin's down to half health. Obviously, for right now, they don't have the mana to sustain this, but the Slither Crush comes down on a Ghost Stick. There's the Blade Fury. They need to chase down this Enchantress to open up the lane, and oh, they'll get the kill. But Silence here with the Kinetic Field in the middle of this team fight. The Boulder Smash comes out on the Kumin. This Link, Silent will have the damage to clean up the Juggernaut. You take a look at the backlines of this fight. Maiden getting run down by Maposhka. The rest of the team coming in. Kinetic Field will lock him in, and Silent Plasma Field cleans him up with the help of Yoku. And it's now 5-4 in favor of Empire. Ooh, Ghost Stick here. Afterlife. He'll get enchanted, slowed up, TP away. Meanwhile, Disruptor over top, taken out by King R. King R right into the hands of Silent. He's quick enough to keep this Link up for 105 stolen damage. I think Empire have made enough time. I mean, of course, this is early. There's a lot of game to play. They're only up 2,000 net worth with a lot of time left, in my opinion, in this game. But they have Silent almost double digits in terms of level. That would put him 4 levels in front of Kumin, who's still looking for that level 7, just starting in on level 6. They're very far ahead, and actually what I want to see is how much they're ahead in experience, which is really the big difference here, and it's 4,000 experience. Kumin in a lot of trouble. There's the static Link. Silent forced to run away as the Bane is out, and that's under the tier 1 tower. You can't be that aggressive on the side of Empire. You can't really just throw this away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Afterlife level 6, 302. We'll see if he goes for the Dark Rift. Let's take a look at the Death Prophet over towards bottom, level 6 though. Compare that to the Phantom Lancer level 9. The experience difference is what I think is going to drive Empire into an early, very, very big lead. because Ghostic is able to shred this Death Prophet, as well as the fact that they are just so far ahead in terms of net worth. I mean, Ghostic is just going to run down Afo Ninja, who, if not careful enough, could go down. The enchant would slow her up enough where the impetus damage is there to get the kill. Ghostic is a complete turnaround from the first game, where he was third from the bottom of the net worth at this point in game 1 with the Tidehunter. Now he's here with the Enchantress. Actually fourth on the net worth, and the top 3 of 4 are all in favor of the side of Empire. So Maiden comes over with King R. They're trying to get the kill on Silent. He's level 10. They do have the Juggernaut with the Omni Slash available at level 7. But they just have to find their kills, and really the rotations from Maiden and King R have kind of slowed down. They have smoke to work with, so they might wrap around onto the side of Empire, which is really what they need to do. They need to be quite aggressive. You take a look over mid. Afo Ninja trying to run down FN. Maiden possibly getting in range for that Nightmare. That sets up the Slither and Crush, but here comes the rest of Empire, and this is not what you want. As the Kinetic Field comes out on a Maiden, there's the Spirit Lance. Brain Sap to keep him healthy, but Boulder Smash Geomagnetic Grip. That'll push back Maiden for sure. And then under this tier 1 tower, let's take a look. Kumin, 168 damage sapped away. And he's forced all the way back behind this tier 1 in fear.
Dire's top tower is about to take
Plasma Field again hinting on the outer lines of that. Doing quite a bit of damage onto Kumin. Kumin, who is still just here with the phase boots overall. You take a look at King R. He's looking for the Blink Dagger. Ooh, Underlord getting low. He'll fall to Ghostic. The TP is over for Kumin. Omni Slash comes out, but the damage mitigated by Mimposhka. They'll maybe get 1 kill on the Disruptor. Again, trying to work with that Ironwood branch. Chopped down by the Quelling Blade, but look at the speed here from Disruptor. Able to get away from a 350 Juggernaut who has phase boots. They also let Ghostic get away. And the Omni Slash used for absolutely nothing. They end up trading 1 for 0, and that is in favor of Empire, now up 4,000 net worth. They're starting to really overwhelm the map of effect.
top tower has fallen.
So, just seems as though Effect aren't really able to find anything, and what they're going to be heavily relying on is that initiation from the Solardar come down towards the mid-game. Over down bottom, they'll get the kill on Mimposhka. That's Afo Ninja getting the kill.
Radiant think fortification can save them.
Afterlife not really doing anything either, and they're able to chase him down. Pit of Malice comes out. Here comes Silent. Dark Rift, but that's level 1. 6 seconds is far too long, and Empire able to chase behind the tier 2 to get this kill very easily. Over in the jungle, FN is here. Maiden does see him. He's got the Fiend's Grip available. Might just want to use it on FN, but coming around for right now is the Disruptor. Doesn't actually have Static Storm, but would with the creep that comes through. There's the Nightmare, looking for the Fiend's Grip. There's the damage. Illusion's hitting. Afo Ninja here with the Glimpse, so that'll stop that Fiend's Grip. And perfectly placed Kinetic Field will stop the side of Effect going in any deeper on this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, with Exorcism, Effect will be able to push a tier 2. We'll see if the defense comes out from Empire.
Radiant fortified their structure.
And it will for now from FN. Starting to chase Kumin, forced to use that Blade Fury and TP out, but the rest of the team trying to get away. They'll TP into the shrines. There's the Kinetic Field. King R, Slither and Crush comes through, but the Glimpse is available level 3. If they can find the vision, they will with that. Observer Ward back into the hands of Empire, and down he'll go. This combination of Disruptor and Earth Spirit is very deadly. Yoku doing a very good job right now in this Earth Spirit. You take a look at the Disruptor. He's level 6 as well. Has the Static Storm now to work with. The rest of the team over on Enchantress. The Force Staff being built next. Probably going into that Hurricane Pike. And Diffusal Blade here for the Phantom Lancer. Razor, he's already got the Solar Crest and a Yasha. His farm, top of the net worth, compared to his lane counterpart, is 2,000 net worth ahead. Comes back. Afterlife running away. The Pit of Malice holds in Ghostic as well as Yoku. right into the hands of Silent again is Afterlife, and no Dark Rift to use. Down he goes again. 7,000 net worth lead here for the side of Empire.
Couldn't withstand the tide.
And it's been all Empire all game, and really Effect just trying to find their way back into it. They're still looking for the Battle Fury here on Kumin. They do have enough gold for the Demon Edge. We'll see if he tries to save up for the Perseverance first. And even if he gets this Battle Fury, we'll see if that's going to be enough. Like, yeah, it'll pull his farm up, but where's the rest of the team going to get their farm? You guys aren't able to really fight too much, and Silence comes down on 2. There's the Kinetic Field. That'll lock him in. Afro Ninja in a little bit of trouble as the Static Storm is available for the Disruptor, but the Pin of Malice comes through on a Silent getting quite low. Empire here, 8,000 net worth lead. All the while, Phantom Lancer has this Diffusal Blade and now looking over at a Yasha. Blink Dagger finally here for the side of Effect. We take a look at what the Underlord's going for. He's trying to get a 4-step just to try and get away from the side of Empire. Kumin still looking for the Battle Fury. He'll go for the Demon Edge first. He needs his Perseverance, but that is 1,700 gold, so 200 gold away from that to finish off the Battle Fury. We'll see if his, and the difference in farm, we'll see if it makes a difference. I don't know if Kumin, being the only one who has farm right now, is really going to do much of anything.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Yoku over bottom. He's looking for a Blink Dagger Disruptor.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Firestorm, Pit of Malice. Not nearly enough. Meanwhile, Maiden dies under near the tier 2. And the Battle Fury finally finished off for the Juggernaut, but it just seems like Empire able to continue to push with 8,000 net worth in their favor. Ooh, or Spirit again. Just getting a little bit low under tower. Nothing to really worry about. Afterlife falls. They find the Static Storm here on Afro Ninja. They don't pull him back just yet. There's the glimpse into the hands of the side of Empire. They'll get the kill. They'll look for more. Maiden getting low. The Brain Sap comes out. Silent, however, stolen 203 damage. There's the Omni Slash mitigated by Silent. Now they look over at Kumin. The Blade Fury comes out to try and get 2 of these kills. Looks over at Silent, but another kill for Silent. That's a triple kill for the Razors. And everybody's dead on Effect.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. What's this? Dire fortified their structure.
So with that, they'll take out everybody on the side of Effect. They'll continue to push onto this tier 3. Blink Slither Crush onto Silent. Brain Sap comes through as well as the Pit of Malice. You're able to 4-staff him out thanks to the help of this Enchantress. I don't have Nature's Attendance right now. But they are going to be able to go after this Roshan, especially with the double damage here. 12,000 net worth lead, 15-6 Effect. Really just trying to buy their time and find anything that they can get, but you know, look at these net worths. Look at how far behind they are, and how quickly they've fallen this far behind. The experience very much in the favor of the side of Empire. Just seems as though Empire have so much control in this game, so much control of the game. They're so far ahead that even if Effect won a fight, I don't know if it would really do much of a difference.
Double damage.
Sword Press used here by Silent. pick up this Aegis. We'll see if it comes out on FN, and it probably will. He's got the slot open for it and is the closest. Nobody coming over just yet for the side of Effect, and they really just can't come over. Aegis picked up on FN. I wouldn't be surprised to see the push come in again, up 12,000 net worth. Effect is trying to find any farm they can. They've sent Kuman over top with the Battle Fury, but that's all he's got.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Magnetic Grip, Boulder Smash, not going to land, but there's the Kinetic Field. Static Storm comes out. Down goes the Juggernaut. Kuman down again. And very well done by Empire to grab this kill. They'll take out the Juggernaut for 46 seconds, and he's actually bought out on the Blade of Alacrity, so he's not going to have buyback for over half a minute. They'll try to push over mid. There's the Fiend's Grip on the Enchantress. I don't even know if that's enough damage. The Force Staff away. Nature's Attendant's not even going to work. Now Afterlife is trying to go in and help Afo Ninja to get a kill, but Ghostic turns it around. They'll get the kill on King R. None of these heroes have buyback, and Empire is showing how strong they are, and really how strong the Enchantress is. Fourth on the net worth. Doesn't even go down thanks to the help of Silent and the Nature's Attendants. Two heroes for right now. We'll take out the tier 3. Now they go in. Spirit Lance throwing an Afo Ninja. He's going to be silent. Somebody's got the Doppelganger. Pit of Malice comes through, and okay, FN going in a little bit too deep, trying to use that Doppelganger to go out, but loses the Aegis very quickly, and maybe that's not the move. To dive into the tier 4s and go for all 5 heroes on the side of Effect. You've now lost that Aegis instantly. Wait for your use, Kuman. I mean, Glimpse is available right into the Kinetic Field. They also have Static Storm to place on top of that if you're not too careful. There's 2 heroes. There's the Static Storm. Continue to go in. Kuman's going to drop 53 seconds on the sidelines. They even pop Exorcism. But this is just another hero dead. Godlike is silent with the double kill. This is Effect now throwing their bodies at the side of Empire. Now they'll work after the mid-setter axe again. Exorcism gonna run out soon, and we'll see if Afo Ninja is able to withstand this. Pit of Malice comes through on 3. There's the Nightmare. Blink forward from Yoku. Pushback is Afo Ninja, as well as the Boulder Smash. Geomagnetic Grip onto the Bane. They'll get the kill. Down he goes. Nobody dead just yet on the side of Empire. We'll take out this melee Rax. Afterlife trying to defend the mid-setter axe. He'll go down thanks to the Kinetic Field as well as the Boulder Smash. Now you look over at King Art, the Solar Crest on him. He's forced to go back. Silent again working his way on the Death Prophet. They'll take out the mid-setter axe. Down 19,000 net worth. And Empire losing nothing that entire time. They're able to just retreat freely. So 19,000 net worth lead, 20,000 experience lead, just about. It's hard to know where Effect go when they continue to lose these fights and their farm is not progressing at all. Especially when they're crowded in the base like that for quite some time trying to defend, but can't really do much of anything except feed their bodies away at the side of Empire. FN now looking for the heart after finishing off that Mantis. Silent Hurricane Pike is next for the Razor. Take a look over the Enchantress. Does have the Hurricane Pike. MKB next there. Then you take a look at Effect. It's Mantis style still being built for the Juggernaut. Death Prophet going for the Yules. I'm 5th in the net worth. 12,000 net, or no, 8,000 net worth behind this Razor. And your counterpart, the Phantom Lancer, has double your net worth just about.
Dire's top tower is about to take the flies.
We'll push over top. No defense coming out from effect just yet. They're not even here to defend. They're trying to take a bottom tier 3 of their own. I don't even know if a ratting push like that will make a difference in this game. Down 20,000 net worth, and there's the push on the tier 3. Blink Boulder Smash onto Afterlife with a Hurricane Pike. Will you even make it back? The answer to that is no. Hurricane Pike on cooldown. Impetus is very strong. 1, 2, and there's the third double kill for Ghostic. Effects can't really charge into this. There's just too much damage here. Blink Boulder Smash again. Geomagnetic Grip with the Magnetize, and down half on Ninja goes. Good game will be called by effect, and we will go to a game 3 in this series. It's all Empire game 2. And they push the series to a game 3. So, Empire now looking good in game 1. Game 2, they're able to pull it right on back. I mean, you take a look at Ghostic, who shut down for the first 4 minutes of her lane, and then, or his lane. Now ends at 7-1-9, 1-1-11 for Yoku. Only 6 kills there for effect, and the majority are on Miposhka. No kills on the 2 top cores on the side of Empire. So, effect, they lose game 2, we push it to a game 3, and we'll see who wins this series and moves on in this qualifier. Will it be Effect? Will it be Empire? And after that performance from Empire, Effect are probably going to be a little bit scared coming into this game 3, and they do need to go back to the drawing board, knowing that in game 1 they did have a plan that worked. So hopefully if they could recreate that, they might be able to make something happen. But Empire, they're going to work with this momentum into game 3, and we'll be back with that in just a moment. I'm your caster, BCop, at BCop92 on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter to know when I'm casting, as well as Twitch, BCop Casting. Follow me there, as I do cast there sometimes. So we'll be back in just a moment. Thank you guys for watching. Stay right there.